Oi, governors, we back, and we got the Datamines here for the Rearmed Ingrid and more banner. So basically, it's a Blue Lions banner for the most part, except Rhea's in there for some reason. Not really too sure why they couldn't put someone else from Blue Lions or another fan favorite that people wanted, but it is what it is. So it's a little early actually into the Datamines. The Datamines are still coming in. We're right now the things I'm waiting for. Okay, here we go. We're getting skill inheritance restrictions. Let's go ahead and open that up and move that all the way to the end. And okay, we got a new My Unit background, the dining hall here. Okay, so this is probably going to be one of those paid DLC packs. I don't know why I said DLC, but one of those paid like $10 packs that you get, and it gives you more character backgrounds for your characters. So this is cool. Actually, maybe we should open this up and we can take a better look at it. Yeah, so it looks like a dining hall there, and this one is more of a grand style of dining hall. So there you go. This will probably be for regular, and this one will be for S-rank support. So there you guys go with that. Oh, why? Wait, hold on. For a second, I thought I had something open that I didn't. All right, let's go ahead and start running through this stuff now, and then we'll come back and we'll see if anything else is up. So starting off with Hall of Forms here, we have our very first legendary hero in a Hall of Forms. That's not something I ever expected to see, but it's legendary Tiki. She's not really going to help you out too much, unfortunate as that may be. I have her at plus 10, so definitely take it from me when I say she's not very good in Arena anymore. There's some spots you can get away with her. She does have built-in far save in her C skill, and it does boost ally stats by defense and res up 6. So a pretty solid buff at least. But her weapon doesn't really hold up too well. Doesn't give her enough stats compared to what units are doing nowadays. So if you don't have her at plus 10 and she's your main Earth season legendary hero, I guess maybe go for it. You can pick up some good armored skills for her. Like, for example, Lucina's B skill, the OST Lucina. I can never remember what the name of that one is. I think it might be Savvy Fighter or something. But it gives you like DR and half and all follow-up. So that would be a solid one for Tiki. Also, Hardy Fighter, of course. There's a bunch of good fighter skills. And for A-slot skills, maybe go for... I can't remember if armored units are allowed to get Finish. I think Finish is infantry locked. So you'd probably have to go for like a split stance, level 3, maybe like mirror stance or sturdy stance 3. Bracing stance 3 is another option, or... what's the armored thing going on? Ideal, I guess, would be the other option, probably, like Ideal 4 or something, but definitely more so the B skill is what you're going to want to focus on if you want to pick her up. Okay, then we have Brave Marth from Choose Your Legends 5, which is going to be getting their refines. Is it this year? I can't remember. Was it last year where we got Brave Edelgard and Brave Dimitri's refines? So I guess these guys are going to be getting their refines coming up in a couple of months. So yeah, it'll probably be around like August time where this guy and the other Choose Your Legends units from his batch end up getting their refines. So could be interesting if you want to try to gamble on his remix being a really good one. You can try to pick him up here with some good stuff. So for him, like Close Call 4 would be the tits, and a bunch of other, this is really good skills for infantry right now, so he'd be looking pretty good. We have the Plegian Chris here and Plegian Katarina. Wouldn't really put too much stock into these two. This guy's free to play at least, so you can get a lot of copies of him pretty easy. And then she's seasonal 5-star locked, so probably not quite the same as him. But definitely these two in front here. Marth and Tiki are going to be stealing the show. If you want to pick up any of these formas, it's going to be one of these two probably. So there we go for the Hall of Forms. Okay, actually, is this a spoiler? I mean, when I clicked on this, it had the spoiler tag, but this is a new CG that's going to be in the story. We see the Breedablick right there, maybe being passed down to somebody or being given to us. Not really too sure what the significance is of this yet, but we already have Summoner Kieran as a playable character in select modes, at least. What is it? Mjolnir Strike, you're allowed to use him. I don't think you can use him anywhere else. Maybe this is hinting at him being playable in other modes as well. We'll see about that. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on to the stats for the new units. And I'm a little bit slow on the update here, so we're going to go ahead and calculate the BSTs while we're at it. I guess we'll start things off with just looking at the artwork. So we have Rearmed Ingrid right here. There's a little something I wanted to take a look at right after this, but let's first take a look at her artwork and appreciate it a bit. So there's the attacking artwork. All right, here's the special attack. I like the fire coming out there, pretty good. And then the injured artwork there from Ingrid. So yesterday when I saw the trailer, I made the mistake of thinking this was Time Skip Ingrid. It's actually not. This is Three Hopes Ingrid, which I guess it makes a little sense because Ascended Hilda, or yeah, it actually was. It was Ascended Hilda who was also from Three Hopes. So I guess they're going to be using the Three Hopes outfits for special characters. So things like Rearmed heroes and Ascended heroes and etc. So maybe that's what they're doing here, but so this is Three Hopes Ingrid right there, which is what this artwork is supposed to be. And then this is Time Skip Ingrid. Not really much of a change if you look at these two back to back. So it's understandable that I made the mistake like that. The only real difference is her hair for the most part. Her armor and her clothes look very similar. So there you guys go with that. Just a little ramble I wanted to go on. Okay, stat-wise, we have 38 HP, we got 44 attack, we have 47 speed, we got 30 defense, and then 25 res. And that's going to give our girl Ingrid a total BST of 184. Okay, so with a super boon, that'll jump her to 189. Kind of an RIP, they did, or no, 188. Kind of an RIP, they didn't give her like 2 extra points, so she could have jumped into the 190 bin. That would have been pretty dope for a flyer, but it is what it is. So she's a rearmed hero. Rearmed heroes are really good for just fodder and merges, of course. You can gain skills on your other units by just merging them up. So her skills, she's got Guard Bearing 4, which is a new Guard Bearing skill. And then she also has this new Arcane Lewin weapon, which is a very, very powerful weapon. Honestly, you could have passed this off as a perf weapon, and I would have still been impressed. So it just goes to show the power of this perf weapon. It got like true damage, you nullify speed and defense on the enemies, and then you also you get null follow-up, all stats of 5, -1 special trigger. This weapon's really stacked. So it's pretty good for your lance units that want to be dealing damage, and now that we have the Desperation Seal, that's going to be looking real good on lance units as well. So a pretty solid weapon. Guard Bearing 4, on the other hand, should be flyer melee locked, like Guard Bearing 3 is. So I don't know if that's going to be quite as impactful. It's nothing on the level of Guidance 4 that Tana had, so make of that what you will. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Felix up next. So everyone's been waiting on this guy. We got the pre-time skip Felix first, so Academy arc. Would have been nice to get the time skip one, though. I think the time skip version of him was the one that did really well in Choose Your Legends. So I guess it is what it is, though. We're still getting Felix anyway, so that is good. All right, let's take a look at his stats. We have 44 HP. We got 46 for attack, 46 for speed, 31 defense, and then 25 res, giving him a 188 overall. So with the super boon, that jumps him up to 192. Could have been a little higher, I guess. Doesn't Lumera have higher than that? Actually, Lumera might have 186, I think. I'd have to double check, but okay. So these are his stats. Kind of surprising he didn't get 47 speed just like Ingrid, but I guess sure, why not? This guy looks pretty good. His weapon allows him to cycle back and forth between godlike reflexes. He's got Special Spiral at the start, and then he has this interesting Times Pulse effect, which can still work even if his special is not at full charge or full cooldown. So he could just keep on charging back into godlike reflexes, which is pretty interesting. Now, also, he's got a lot of good fodder skills. He's got attack and speed finish 4. He has, what was his B skill again? I can't even remember. I remember he had a good B skill, though. And then I think his C skill was speed smoke 4. Man, what was his B skill? Why can I not remember that? Oh, man. All right, whatever. You guys in the comments will remind me what his B skill was. But I do recall this guy being a really sick fodder pull. Oh, it was attack and speed Bulwark. Yeah, that's what it was. So Bulwark is really good, of course. Actually, it might be my favorite B skill for, like, just tank type of units like this guy would be. And also Brave Dimitri and etc. So not a bad pull. All right, let's take a look at Rhea up next. Mommy Rhea. I'm kind of disappointed in the face here for this art. All the other poses that she does look pretty good. Like right here, her face looks perfectly fine there. Special attack looks great as well. And then the injured art, it's just, for some reason, the neutral art face just seems a little off to me. Okay, but her stat line, let's take a look here. We have 40 HP. We got 44 attack, 16 speed, 42 defense, and then 46 res. God damn. It's quite a lot of res there. Okay, this is a very thick mama. We got 188 for the BST, same as Felix. I should be filling these in, right? Okay, so Felix and Rhea were 188. And then Ingrid was 184, I believe, right? Okay, so there we go with that. And now Rhea is also a pretty good fodder unit. She has this new A skill that seems to be Dragon Lock. We'll take a look in a second. Attack and Res Scowl. It gives you the Brave Tiki effect where you can just ramp the enemy's special before they hit you. So when you tandem her new Scowl A skill with True Dragon Wall and her weapon effect where she gets 30% true DR based on her res. I actually read her description a little bit too quickly when I did the trailer video yesterday. I didn't realize that it was 30% DR based on her res as opposed to just a flat 30% DR. So it's similar to the way that Asker and Brave Dimitri get their true damage reduction, except hers does a res check instead of defense check. Very strong stuff. That's going to be on her consecutive attack or consecutive hits that she takes when she has the 30% res-based DR. And then True Dragon Wall has her covered for the first attack. And that new Scowl skill is going to make it hard for enemies to just clap you with a special on the first hit. So Special Spiral 4, not really going to be doing too much to her. So this is actually a very competent tank unit. Also, she's not an armor type. She's infantry. So effective damage is thrown out the window. She's also colorless. So in most situations, you're not going to be able to have color advantage on her. Just a very outstanding type of wall unit there. So pretty good pickup unit if you want her. All right, now we have Sylvain over here, a long-awaited unit. Unfortunately, not long-awaited in terms of how good he is, just long-awaited because fans like him. So his stat line we have here, 40 HP. We got 44 attack, 35 speed, really? They couldn't hold it down a little bit more than that. All right, 37 defense and then 23 res. The reason why it would have been nice if he had a little bit more speed is because you could have just gave him the rearmed Lewin weapon, and him being a Cav Lance, he would have been able to make pretty good. Actually, wait, no, he's Cav Axe. Okay, never mind what I just said. Yeah, that's weird. Why wouldn't they make him a Lance unit? He does have the ability to use Lewin as well, doesn't he? In 3 houses, so I don't know. Whatever. They made him an Axe unit for some reason. BST is 179, so just RIP. This guy is not valuable at all. His weapon is mid. His skills are mid. I guess he has attack and defense catch 3, but I'm pretty sure we've already had demotes that came with that. So just irrelevant. And then he's got a double spur for the C skill. Just, what were they thinking with this guy, man? They just it killed all our hopes and dreams. Okay, now we have Cornelia over here. This is going to be our Grand Hero Battle Prize. And Jesus Christ, man. That's a baddie right there. If I ever saw one, that is a baddie. Holy... Let me not make this a rated R video. Okay, here is the regular attack art. You guys know me. I love Castlevania. One of my favorite characters ever, my favorite female characters ever, is Shinoa from Order of Ecclesia. She might just be my favorite video game female ever. And it's because she has the sexy back. So Cornelia here is pulling off that same thing. She's got the really sexy back and the pose. And look at the curvature there. Jesus. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, mommy is looking real good right there. Here's the special attack art, and then, of course, this. They had to get that face in there, right? Okay, so the raging mommy face, I guess we could say, for lack of better term at the moment. So her stat line, let's take a look. I actually don't know what her weapon is either, so we'll see if they gave her a perf or not. So we have 42 HP. We got 46 attack. We have 23 speed. 26 defense, and then 40 res, so 177 BST overall. I did catch a glimpse of her boons. She has plus res, so at least she does have one. Would have been nice to get plus attack as well, but... Okay, so what is her weapon gonna do? Let's see. Is all of that stuff in here yet? Okay, here we go. Skill rarity should be in there. We got also the new customization support pack. It's a good thing I started this video prior to all of this, so we can, like, not have to wait and I can just go to bed when this is done. All right, attack and defense catch 3 at 5-star for Sylvain. We got spur attack and defense 2 at 4-star. That would have been nicer the other way around, but I mean, they just can't give this guy a break anywhere. Okay, she does have a perf weapon. All right. Asclepius? Is that how you say that? 14 might, 2 range, grants res up 3. Calculates damage from staff like other... Oh, she's a staff unit, huh? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Her artwork did have her using a staff in the special attack, so... Okay, perf staff freebie, just like baby... Or, yeah, baby Lucius, who we just recently got. Okay, so she has built-in Wrathful Staff. At the start of turn, if any foe's res is less than unit's res and that foe is adjacent to another foe, inflicts attack and res -6, and a status preventing counterattacks on that foe through its next action. Okay, so now we're talking about Flash here. She has cardinal direction, or not cardinal directions, but adjacent foes are going to take Flash and attack and res -6. That's good. Already, this is a good weapon. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack and res of 6 to unit, and deals damage equal to the total penalties on foe during combat. What? Bro, they gave her freaking dominance? She's another Dami Mommy, bro. Just like the FE4 Hilda. Yeah, yes, please. Yes, Queen Slay. Jesus Christ. What a good... Okay, yeah. I mean, we've had some duds in the past couple of Grand Hero battles, but this makes up for it. This is a really good one. Yeah, so a super offensive staff here. We have built-in dominance. We got a really sick debuff effect, Flash, and attack and res -6. Her res is really good. She's got built-in Wrathful Staff, so you're free to give her the new B skill from the Ascended Elincia. Attack and res up 6. Yeah, this bodes very well for her. So, yeah, good job, IntSys, for once. Rehabilitate Plus as her assist there. We got Imbue for the special. Attack and res solo 3. Wow, they actually just gave us a solo skill on a Grand Hero battle. Okay. Yes, please. And then Sabotage Defense. Bro, I will take a free solo skill, yes. I don't know why these were not available on Grand Hero battles or Tempest Trials up until now. It just doesn't make any sense, but it's about time, right? It's about time we started getting some better skills on these units. So that, wow, Cornelia just excellent all around. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this support pack here. I already showed you guys the images earlier, but it's going to be $8.99. You get 22 orbs. And then, as we saw, the images are just like dining halls. Okay, so where were we when we left off? Okay, we were about to take a look at Okay, I guess this is the brand new character who I called Kezu from Monster Hunter. She really reminds me of Kezu a lot. So here's the artwork here. She's got like the white hood with the red lining, which is the reason why she reminded me of Kezu. And then she's got like thigh-high stockings and whatever. Maybe if you're into that, then this is the unit for you. Not really too much other information on her at the moment. We don't have her weapon or stats or anything like that, but for now we just have her artwork. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at the inheritance restrictions for the new skills. So attack and res scowl 3, it looks like it is indeed dragon locked here. No movement restrictions, so all dragon types for the most part should be able to get this. So gonna be pretty good. This looks like a pretty strong skill, if you ask me. The Brave Tiki Special Negation Effect, if that's what you want to call it. With Special Spiral 4 being as strong as it is, this is going to be a good counter to that. So definitely some good stuff there. You also get some stats out of this, so just very good stuff there. Alright, Guard Bearing 4, of course, melee flyer lock. No one expected any different. And that's pretty much all there is to that. Now, there was one more thing that we had in here that I wanted to take a look at. I'm not sure if I have it pulled up right now. Let's just refresh one more time. Let's also see if we can get the Boons and Banes before we get out of here. All right, where are Boons and Banes? Should be over here. If anyone was kind enough to post them. All right, come on. Where are you, Boons and Banes? Okay, here we go. So, shout out to Seismo Scientist. Love the Kanegus emojis there and the Kanegus profile pic. All right, so it looks like Ingrid's got plus attack for a super boon. Let's go ahead and add that to our list here. All right, Felix has got plus speed. Rhea's got plus res. Would have been nice if she had plus defense also, but I mean, we'll take what we can get. Plus res with her, and the way her skills work is going to be pretty dirty. Sylvain's got defense and res. I don't know why he needs either of those things. Maybe defense, but res not so much. And then Cornelia, like we said earlier, is going to be plus res. So that's going to wrap us up for this round of data mines, guys. Actually, pretty good stuff here. We got a really nice Grand Hero battle. We got our first legendary hero in Hall of Forms. Artwork is pretty good. We got a lot of long-awaited units like Felix and etc. in here. Sylvain is out of seasonal hell finally, and some pretty solid new fodder skills. So that's going to wrap us up here. Your boy is just going to go to bed now. So take care, fellas. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch you guys again on the flip side.